and carriage caravan at Luray Caverns. What will you discover?
Following is an exclusive presentation of Ravens Productions.
Tonight at M&T Bank Stadium, Ravens and the Bills. It's the last tune-up for a veteran lineup. In the peak of August, the sneak peek to September and the start of the season.
I'm so excited to be a Raven. Really came here, because I love to win.
With the 16th pick, the Baltimore Ravens select Marlon Humphrey.
Let's talk about Macklin's fit with the Ravens. Defense. First 4 picks. They were one of the best defenses in the league last year without this complete overhaul.
Finish. It's a privilege to wear these colors. It's not a right.
Ravens and the Bills, week 3 of the preseason tonight in Baltimore, and it is a battle of the backups, the current and the former at quarterback. Ryan Mallett for the Ravens and Tyrod Taylor for the Buffalo Bills. And the storyline tonight starts right at the quarterback position. Joe Flacco, of course, not playing tonight or next week. We won't see him till September. Tonight it's Ryan Mallett and Josh Woodrum. The Ravens want to see more out of Mallett, and they want to make sure what they've seen of Woodrum is for real. He has been the story of the summer at quarterback. The offensive line, you should be used to change by now. Third week, third line. Hurst, Skura, Jensen, Yanda, and Howard. That's a 5-man front we have yet to see. We'll see it tonight against the Buffalo Bills. Inside linebacker spot, big question mark coming into training camp. Kamale Correa has started to answer that. Can he complete the answer tonight with a strong performance against the Buffalo Bills? And the return game. Can the Ravens find someone who can secure that job? Michael Campanaro has been the default returner. He's been strong. Keenan Reynolds, the former Navy quarterback, if he's going to make this roster, he's got to do it as a returner, as a special teamer. And Smoke Mizell, he has shown some flashes in the backfield. Can he do it as a punt and a kick returner tonight against the Buffalo Bills? Good evening and welcome to M&T Bank Stadium. Jerry Sandusky with you, along with the coach. And Brian, I feel like we do this every week, but this is life in the NFL. The story starts at quarterback. What do you need to see from Ryan Mallett tonight to make sure he's ready for the season no matter what role he plays?
Well, Ryan Mallett has filled his roles on a team that plays great defense, run the ball, and protect the ball, and he has done a pretty good job protecting the ball. They need more big plays down the field from Ryan Mallett. He's got the weapons to do that. He hasn't really pushed the ball down the field much. I got to believe that that's going to be a priority tonight. Show that they can back that defense up. Obviously, they're going to want to continue to run the ball, but take advantage of some of those big play receivers down the field. We haven't seen him attempt that much so far.
And do some of those big play receivers become tight ends tonight? That's a position we didn't know a lot about. We're starting to get some answers.
It was last week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We saw Max Williams have the biggest play of the game, a 40-yard reception. He won't play tonight, but we saw Larry Donnelly with 2 receptions, for one for a touchdown, one for a 2-point extra point. And then obviously you throw in Ben Watson. We get to see what the role of the tight end is going to be. You've got some talent there to do it. It's going to be a collective group mentality. But yes, to get some of those extra plays, those dump-off plays to the tight end position, we may see that define itself a little bit tonight.
Well, we'd like to see the offensive line get some clarity in its definition as we welcome in the third member of our broadcast team tonight. Pete Gilbert joins us down on the field. Pete, the return to Jeremy Zuta to the lineup this week. What does that mean to the offensive line?
Well, it's a great example of why you never want to burn a bridge in the NFL. You know, he despite the fact that he represented the Ravens in the Pro Bowl last year, it was as an alternate, and ultimately he wasn't what they thought was the best fit going forward. But hey, you had John Urschel retire. You had some other injuries on the offensive line, so go ahead. He got cut by the 49ers and said, why not go ahead and bring back somebody that we know? Again, he is not starting tonight, so we'll go ahead and wait and see where his role necessarily fits, but it's certainly somebody that John Harbaugh knows who he is, what he can do, and he's a great guy in the locker room, so they are happy to go ahead and have him back. Now, as far as the rest of the offense, a little bit more about what we may expect tonight. Let's go up, catch up with Jerry's conversation earlier with offensive coordinator Marty Mornhinweg.
Thank you, Pete. Coach Mornhinweg, always a challenge this time of the year as you get all the pieces on the board trying to work together. The big obvious challenge is a new style to the running game. Tell us about what that is and how you were able to fold that into your existing passing game.
Well, first of all, it's game day, huh? Nothing better than game day, so everybody's jacked up just a little bit. The run game's going good. And we really haven't shown much run or pass quite yet. you know, the guys are playing physical and fast. You know, it's a little bit more of angle blocking and those type of things. It takes me back quite a few years to like 90, what was it, about 97, 98, you know, and Greg Roman's doing a heck of a job with the run game. He and Joe D, you know, and Thomas is involved in that, doing a fantastic job in the run game.
Now, that's a true coordinator. He just got props for all of his assistant coaches on offense.
Not all of them.
That's a
I'm
veteran.
not done yet.
We've got more to go. All right, so let's talk about Craig Verstegen, the quarterback position with Ryan Mallett. Ryan Mallett, what do you need to see from him tonight?
Well, Craig is doing a great job with the quarterbacks, by the way.
See, I'm a pro. I'm teeing you up.
Perfect. One of those big old high tees. See, that's what I need with the big-headed driver nowadays, anyways. Ryan needs to go play. Turn it loose. You know, he's been so focused on taking care of the ball and doing everything perfect, chasing that perfection. And I've told him this week, hey, loosen it up. Let's go play. He's not going to play all that much either. We're going to get some other fellows in a little bit earlier. Now that's John's call, so that may change. So don't be calling my name when Ryan plays all 4 quarters or some crazy thing tonight.
Fair deal.
But yeah, so let's go play and play it in a natural manner.
Coach, thank you very much. Good luck tonight.
It's good to see you.
And you know who you never have to tell to get loose? Brandon Williams. Coming up on Ravens Kickoff, we'll go across the pond for his visit to help us get ready for Week 3. Stay tuned.
You each drive a Ford pickup, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to show you a next generation pickup.
Awesome. Let's do this.
The bed is made of high-strength steel, which is less susceptible to punctures than aluminum.
The stronger, the better.
And best of all, this new truck is actually the current Chevy Silverado.
It's the Chevy Summer Drive. Get a total value of $9,600 or get 0% financing for 60 months on this Silverado All-Star. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Who knew that phones would start doing everything? Entertaining us, getting us back on track, and finding us dates. Phones really have changed. So why hasn't the way we pay for them? Introducing Xfinity Mobile. You only pay for data and can easily switch between pay per gig and unlimited. No one else lets you do that. See how much you can save. Choose by the gig or unlimited. Xfinity Mobile, a new kind of network designed to save you money. Call, visit, or go to xfinitymobile.com.
Good morning, Washington. So let's get it started, turn it up, turn it on. Keep the morning moving right along. Hey, I'm waking up my day, you'll make it feel alright. Good morning, Washington. Don't you know I'm ready for whatever comes my way.
Congrats to our front-of-the-line American Idol audition winners. Auditions are September 5th in Annapolis. Good luck from ABC 7.
Here come the last of our 2017s.
Toyota's national clearance event is the best part of summer.
And with 0% APR financing and great lease deals, it won't last long.
Oh, I'm so excited.
You are not alone.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah! Yes!
Love my job.
Lease an Adventure ready Tacoma for $309 a month, or buy with 1.9% APR financing, or get a Tundra with up to $1,500 cash back from Toyota.
Save on the last of the 2017s. Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Ravens Kickoff is brought to you by M&T Bank, the official bank of your Baltimore Ravens. By Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by Verizon, the official wireless voice, internet, and cable service provider of the Baltimore Ravens.
Gorgeous evening here in Baltimore, and there he is. Big number 98. It was a monster offseason for Brandon Williams. He got married, a new 5-year contract worth a truckload of money to go ahead and stay in Baltimore. It is his goal to become one of the all-time Ravens greats. And with that new contract, a new leadership role, a little more responsibility, but maybe also some of the perks. Earlier this summer, he traveled to London to go ahead and help promote Week 3's game between the Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars, and maybe to add a few more fans to the flock.
So this is like the actual Abbey Road Studios. That's all. Can I go in?
maybe, I think. If I just like sprinted in, see who's like cool in there. Think they'll stop me? How you doing?
We could do with you. I'm Alan.
Brandon Williams, nice to meet you.
Brandon, nice to meet you. You having a good time in London?
Having a great time. What's this right now?
This is the London Symphony Orchestra. We've got a recording session in here today.
Really?
This is our second home.
That's awesome.
When's your game in Wembley?
September 24th.
September 24th. Oh, right, soon.
Yeah, so it's not too far away. Not too far away.
Might see you there.
All right, awesome. Bring all your friends. Bring all your buddies.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bringing some people into the flock. Bringing some people into the flock. That's what Brandon does. Well, it's not hard anyway because Baltimore's so amazing. It's so cool to appreciate just this little spot. You know, so much history. Amazing band just like right here who just pretty much like changed an era, like changed the way people think and talk, you know. Just being right here, you know, having a great time and just spreading love and peace. I'm a hippie now. We are looking at Buckingham Palace, where the Queen stays, where she lives, where she dwells. This stuff is amazing. I ain't gonna lie. The Queen got some good taste. Dope. Think I can get her as my interior decorator? I think she'll do it. Pretty sure. We're cool like that. American football.
Basket?
No. Football. Tackle. For helmet? Yeah. You guys ready? Say fish and chips. Never thinking a kid from St. Louis City would, you know, be in London. So, it's a blessing. It's awesome. It really is. Tear up. Not today. Not today. No tears today. We're good. But I'm just gonna take it all in. It's gonna be awesome. La 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 la. You want to arm wrestle?
I think I win. I wouldn't want to embarrass you.
True, I understand. I'm pretty wimpy, yeah.
Work out a bit more, come back there, yeah?
All right, I got you.
It's over.
He didn't want me to kick his butt. I was gonna, yeah. See if I fit. Hello, yeah. The Queen? Hey, how are you? I was just outside the house. I rang the doorbell a few times, you just never answered. I saw your guards, they were talking to me. I saw Carl. You remember Carl? Yeah. He's the new guy. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah. Come back over? Tea time? Oh, yeah. I love a good spot to see. Yeah. All right. I'll see you later. Cheerio. Cheers. We are down in Parliament Square checking out all the sides and look at all these amazing cathedrals. All this, man. It's breathtaking. Really, it is. That's freaking huge. I swear, the other Big Ben would look a lot easier to tackle. Right now, we're at Wembley, where the Ravens are gonna come on September 24th and kick some major Jacksonville Jaguar butt. That's where we are right now. Old Bobby Moore. Must be an amazing soccer player if you got a statue. I guess he's kind of like the Ray Lewis of Wembley, you know? This is how we do it. Obviously, you gotta be great and fold your arms. Thought I had some flair to it, you know? A little Baltimore flair, show them what we do, you know? You just gotta kind of like walk up right here and just like, just look at the stadium. I cannot wait till the Baltimore Ravens come up here in Wembley Stadium in London and just tear the roof off this place. I mean, the roof is all the way off, half a little bit, but we're gonna tear the rest off because the Ravens are gonna come in here flying so high that it's gonna be a spectacle to see, man. September 24th, be here in your seats in the stadium, all of UK London, all of NFL Baltimore flock, be here because it's gonna be